The price of eggs went up more than 50% through 2022, and now we're hearing about egg shortages and bare shelves all over the western part of the U.S. and certain other places in the world. What's up, guys? I'm Nobody Special, and we can't do this in the office today because we're talking about egg prices, and that means we're going outside.
Look at them getting all excited. They know goodies are coming. Hello, ladies. How we doing? Squeaky looking good, big guy. All right, my little bucks. I got treats. Who's hungry? See, they're excited. They know they're going to get fed. I'll talk in just a second here as soon as I'm done giving them their table scraps. Here we go, my little recyclers. Table scraps. Feast. Turn it into eggs for me. All right, guys. We are at the chicken coop right now, and we are going to talk about the egg shortage that's going on in the United States, elsewhere in the world, but in particular, it's hitting the West Coast U.S. states the hardest. We talked a lot about the avian flu last spring. They call it a highly pathogenic avian flu or high path bird flu. That is spreading again right now, all throughout the U.S. It hit in the spring. It kind of fell by the wayside during the summer. It wasn't making headlines. Now it's making headlines again. Why? Because birds are migrating again. Right? Birds migrate up here into the spring, and then in the fall they migrate back down south. Well, they bring things like bird flu with them when they move around the world. So I suspect the reason why we're seeing this big spread of bird flu again is because the birds are just finishing up their migration season. So that's one reason why I suspect this is going to fall out of the headlines a little bit, because this bird flu should have peaked by now, and we are seeing some recent data that says the price of eggs is starting to come back down just a little bit. So that's the good news. The bad news is I'm seeing stories about average prices in Colorado over $7. I'm seeing stories of organic eggs in California selling for more than $10. I'm seeing stories of bare shelves in Alaska. Wall Street Silver posted a video of people gathered around a forklift at Costco recently. No eggs left on the shelf there. Well, I can tell you there's no such thing as an egg shortage around this house because I've got my ladies here. They're keeping us flush with eggs. My chicken operation is actually cash flow positive now. I'm getting 15 eggs a day, and it's only costing me about $2 a day to feed these girls. What they just ate there, that was table scraps. That's free food. They're going to turn it into eggs for me. And since they have been such productive little egg layers, we're giving them a treat today. I'm giving them some mealworms, freeze-dried soldier fly larvae. This is like ice cream to a chicken. So here you go, ladies. Eat up. Enjoy your bugs. All right. So that's the avian flu. That's one of the reasons why the price of eggs is so high all of a sudden. But there's another reason that's going on, and it's one of the reasons why it's hitting areas like New Zealand and, in particular, California particularly hard. Both of these... What's that, Squeaky? All right, I'll tell him. Squeaky says, Doomberg, you have to come on Nobody Special Finance and talk to us about energy markets and what's going on with oil and natural gas. I'm telling him, Squeaky. I hope he listens. Doomberg, listen to your cousin. Please come on Nobody Special Finance. All right. He's going to make it hard on me, isn't he? My girls are going to love this video. All right, so in California, it's getting particularly bad because California has Prop 12. Prop 12 is it basically banned cages at chicken farms, but not just chicken farms in California. Prop 12 made it illegal to sell eggs in California that were raised on chicken farms that had cages. So even say a chicken farm in Kentucky, they can't sell their eggs into California markets if they're raised in cages. Now, take what you want, your own personal preference. I choose to give my girls lots of room here. They have a nice, big, spacious run. They have a big coop that's oversized. I'm actually planning on expanding the run to give them more room. Because the birds, my girls really like them. They've kind of become family members. So, you know, I can see the reason for the ethical treatment of animals. However, I am also against making it so poor people can't afford to eat eggs. Squeaky is making this really hard on me. He's being noisy today. So California's Prop 12 has really driven up the price of eggs because it's made it so the most efficient chicken farms couldn't sell eggs in California. But that's also amplified the effect of this high path bird flu because since you have more chickens moving around, they have more space, there's more free range going on, the bird flu is spreading on those kinds of farms even faster, because the chickens that are held in cages where they don't move around and they don't interact much, the bird flu doesn't spread so fast through them. So this confluence of things, the fact that we've banned cages at a lot of farms in West Coast states, and that's affecting chicken production in other states. We've got 2 seasons now and 2 migration seasons of the bird flu spreading, and the fact that the cage-free, free-range farms are spreading the bird flu faster. It's all coming together to result in much, much higher egg prices. But again, make a YouTube video with a rooster behind you. Sounded like a great idea at the time. But again, I think this has probably hit its peak right now because the migration season is now at an end. So I think the spread of the bird flu is going to slow down, at least until spring. We'll see if the chickens' bodies learn how to fight this virus before the spring gets here again. Otherwise, we're going to have another bout of bird flu again in the spring. All right, so hey, it's good for people who have backyard chickens, and you know the price of eggs has gone up. Now my egg chicken operation here is cash flow positive. It's doing well. I've got my little insurance policy. I made a video all about the economics of the chicken coop a couple of months ago. If you want to check that out, I can put it up here for you YouTube folks. I'll put it down in the comments for you guys on Twitter. But hey, that's something you might want to look into, a backyard flock. It's good economics and also quality time with the kids. If you have kids, it's been a real benefit for me there. Again, you can check out that other video and see more about it. But long story short, folks, eggs are getting more expensive because of the bird flu, because of the migration season, and because anything that was ever said in a drum circle outside your dorm room in college is basically now law in California. So until next time, live small and dream big. Squeaky, the script said, one time you had to crow so I could call out Doomberg. I didn't need you to crow over and over again. You got to remember your lines, Squeaky. All right, ladies, thank you for cameos in my YouTube videos. Excuse me, girls. Got to turn off the camera. Do YouTube with the rooster. Seemed like a great idea, right?